Hello and welcome to the Game Zone. I am Lila, your host. We are playing more God of War here. Zerk.
Kind of funny.
Hmm?
Never been led on before in my life. And then this year alone, within 4 months, I've been led on twice.
Oh,
I'm not even, for some reason, I'm not even mad about it. I just find it funny.
probably because it's happened so many times.
I mean, well, I sure I've been rejected multiple times, many times, but being led on is something very new.
That's actually pretty dumb. Like, if you don't want to, if you don't want to date the guy, just tell him.
Just say it politely. Don't. There's no need to insult the guy or just block him without a word. It's stupid.
You want to be creepy or just like asking how she's doing, right?
Not really asking how she's doing, saying that I hope she has a good day. That's all I said.
Someone is concerned for your well-being. Oh my gosh, someone concerned for your well-being. Oh my gosh.
Clearly, it's an instant trying to smash nothing else. No, I don't care about that stuff. We're in high school. Why should I care about doing that kind of stuff?
Howdy.
Sorry for trying to be nice. Hey, really.
Do they think all
so,
teenagers are horn dogs?
yeah. So basically, Miriam, the girl you said thought was maybe just playing hard to get, found out why she hadn't messaged me. It's because she blocked. So, the thing is, though, I'm already past it.
Yeah.
It's like I've never been led on before, but then this year alone has already been led on twice.
Yeah. I've been. When you say led on, you mean girls hit on you first?
Or they
Yeah,
make it look like they are.
yeah.
Yeah. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. So yeah, it happens to everyone. However, yeah, like it will happen like out of random. Like you will have times where you'll ask girls out and it's always no, and then there'll be times where girls ask you out first, and then there'll be times where it's actually success where you ask the girl out. So just keep on keeping on. Just just keep working at it. Like you, there's I don't know like how many decent to undecent people out there, but you have to weed out the ones that are unwilling or just not available. Like there's decent people out there that they're just hard to find. You have to weed out the ones that are already
Exercising?
taken, and you have to weed out the ones that uh, What?
Sorry, I was just doing Sparta kicks in the air and Atreus was like, "What are you
Yeah.
exercising?"
I mean, yes and no. Like literally, even if you're doing chores around the house, that is exercise.
I'm just riding my bike a lot more.
That's good. And
It's more effective than VR, actually.
yeah, because you're getting fresh air.
If I don't do it outside, actually no, I won't do it outside. One, most of the games I have need Wi-Fi. Two, I'm right by a creek. One wrong
Zach
step and
falls into the creek. That makes
oh
a
man,
news story.
first year that I moved in here, it was so frozen over, and I'm still a heavy guy at the time, and I'm able to walk on this ice without a problem.
Oh, I said you.
And guess
No.
what? Muscle weighs more than fat. So if you are struggling to lose weight, like it still stays the same, don't fret because that might either be, well, it could be fat, but it could also mean muscle. So, like,
Well, you need both.
muscles, yeah, you need both, but you need more muscle. Muscle to fat ratio.
And water.
Exactly. Looks at Zach's Monster or whatever energy drink he drinks collection.
I hate Monster.
I
Well,
only like
that was
Monster
the
coffee. Well, and strawberry
Well,
kiwi is okay.
Yeah, but Monster is the first energy drink that came to mind.
What? But I will say this. Monster is literally labeled as the worst energy drink you can have, health-wise.
Mhm. To me, I just stick with water, tea, coffee maybe, and then hot chocolate. And then if I'm like at a buffet or something, which is not very often, I will drink a diet root beer if they have it.
Diet Pop is worse for you than normal.
Diet Pop is freaking nasty.
Now, sometimes
More
I'm like,
chemicals
no,
used
I'll
to
just
balance
get the
it out.
real stuff. So
Yeah.
I'll avoid the diet stuff. But, like, do I want sugar or do I want,
Artificial sweeteners.
There's people like, you should just get stevia. I'm like, stevia is disgusting. I know it's from a plant and it's natural, but it's disgusting.
Ew, vegan soda.
Vegan soda. Like, have either of you had things with stevia in it?
No.
I've had, I don't remember when I've had stevia before, but I've had stevia. Like when I had it, but I just don't remember. Like, and I don't remember what I had that had stevia.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, sugar's better, but only in moderation.
You don't be like my cousin. When my aunt told him repeatedly, you need to start eating more healthy. But Mr. Arrogant here, now he has type 1 diabetes and is on the verge of having type 2 diabetes. If you ain't listening.
Yeah, I was a fool like him, and now I have type 2.
Hey, Mom. No? Okay. Somehow I don't.
Huh?
Somehow I don't
Well,
have
that's good.
diabetes.
At least
I
eat
don't know
all your
how
vegetables.
my ew vegetables. I will eat celery.
Would you eat
For vegetables,
broccoli?
I would eat. No. Heck no.
I love
What about
broccoli.
asparagus?
See, I would eat. I was gonna list vegetables.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Do I say peppers? Because those are technically fruit.
You could say they're fruitable.
Yeah. I guess we'll say peppers, any kind of bell pepper.
If you say corn, I'm going to say like that's a grain.
Corn the band?
Okay, well, first off, I'm an Iowan, so it would make sense if I said corn.
Corn is a grain. Corn is a grain, so
Corn
that
is a
doesn't
band.
count. Well, there is corn, which is also known as maize, and that's Native American grain. Did you just say corny?
Yes.
Nice fun.
But yeah, peppers, celery, carrots, peas. Thinking. Hold on.
Treasure map.
Onions.
Onions are good.
Rick?
Any green
kind of
vegetable
onion?
like
Yes.
all the onions.
Okay, I'm not even kidding. I will straight up. You don't even have to give me money to do it. I will take a bite out of an onion.
Alright, Cam. Good to see ya.
Hey, Zach,
Yes.
there's an onion that you would definitely do that with. Well, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it comes from Georgia. The Velvia onion?
What's that?
It's a variety of onion that's really sweet.
Oh.
Comes from Georgia, as in the country Georgia?
Actually, the state of Georgia, Georgia state
Georgia peaches.
of the United States. Yeah. Yeah,
I
would
cut
say
myself
I have.
earlier.
Yeah, I would say I have peach skin.
I'd say I have orange. Because
They're
that's what
close.
every color of skin is just
Not
orange.
necessarily.
My
That's true.
my skin is very light. Very light tan.
Because white people, and I'm like emphasizing that as like a stereotype, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just light orange. And the black people, it's just dark orange.
Yeah.
There is a model who I believe was put in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the darkest model. And she honestly looks like pitch black.
Really.
No, I'm not trying to be racist. Like, it's been a while since I saw that image. Like, look it up. Like, world's darkest model.
No, I think
racist.
Shush. I cut myself earlier in a very dumb way.
so is an accident. Got it.
Yes, it was an accident. I was at school and I was when I get on my bike, I don't just sit on it and then start pedaling. I do like a run start. I run with the bike and then I jump on.
Too small.
And I tried doing that.
Maybe Thor's just really big.
And started pedaling,
Unlikely.
but someone you loosened the chain a little, and took it off because it has multiple gears. So they took it off the second one partially. So I didn't fall, but I'm just like pedaling, but no speed. And I'm like, what happened? So I go back and I look at the chain because I instantly knew if it's not gonna work, it's something with the chain. That's when I saw that someone had messed with it. So I managed to get it back, but I hit my arm, but I didn't think anything of it until it was that I was about halfway home. No, probably a little further.
Is it a deep cut or just like a?
No. It's just but a scratch, like an actual scratch, not like
it's the flesh
movie
wound.
reference scratch. Flesh wound. Your limbs are cut off.
Yeah. Apart from the inappropriate jokes, that was a good movie.
Yeah. When Marlo was my friend, he's like, "Oh no, there was nothing inappropriate." Yeah, there was. It's just that your parents made you look away and put earplugs in whenever those scenes happen.
Yeah, there was a movie called Planet of the Apes. There was a movie called Planet of the Apes. I watched that and I didn't hear all those bad words until like later in life where I watched it by myself, because the first time was when my parents said, "Cover your ears," and I did, and I never heard all those bad words.
Gosh, heckin'.
Oh, how dare you!
Get your filthy paws off me, you dang dirty ape. He can talk! I don't believe in secular evolution. However, that movie was a good introduction on how humanity is. You know, when it says he kills his brother for sport, or lust, or greed, and he will possess his brother's land. You know, the fallen condition of mankind. This, I'd probably wait until my kids are older until they watch that movie, or unless they understand that, you know, secular evolution is stupid. But yeah,
I need to remember to uh, change my classes for next year.
Okay.
Really, I'm just making one adjustment to my class,
Mhm.
to the classes I want, because I so badly want that weightlifting class. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I know I've said this story multiple times,
Mhm.
but it was the fact that some of the stronger guys couldn't do it. Because I was squatting 300, 350, somewhere around there. Some of the guys who were considered really strong couldn't do it. A group of popular girls watched me do it. The teacher watched me do it. The entire classroom watched me do it. So everyone who was in there knows that I can pack a lot of damage in a kick. And really
Sparta kick.
with my also, what I found out, Layla, because Marlo had tried to brag saying he could bench the bar. What he never said was the pound limit of the bar. Because there's 2 pounds, not 2 pounds, but like there's 2 different bars, both with different limits. The one I benched was a 45 pounds, and that's on top of all the different plates on that we put on.
Hi, Warrior Brigade.
The one
Welcome
Marlo
in.
put on, he put on the 25-pound bar.
Bro, I
He was
could
bragging
bench
about
that.
being able to bench. He was bragging about being able to bench 25 pounds.
I'm a noodle, and I can bench that. Like what?
Yeah, I could probably bench that too. I mean,
Wait. Go ahead.
so Zach is powerful than all of us combined.
I just remember I went to the gym once. I was in the weight room, and this musclehead comes over, sticks 2 giant weights on one of the bars of the bench press, pulls it off, and just stands in the air, bench pressing while standing in the air. I'm like,
Show off.
yeah.
So what? He's just like benching it above his head. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, above his head.
I would have knocked him off his feet, watched it fall, and I said, "No, I'm kidding."
I
I
can
mean,
cook
sure,
some.
you're strong, but like you're not.
Not
The
professional.
purpose of a
but
gym isn't to go there and show off. It's to
yeah, it's the
like have fun,
improve.
help other people.
It's
What?
yeah.
Go ahead.
It's you. It's for you to improve and to help others improve.
Yeah. What I was gonna say is that there's a lot of gyms that they don't really enforce anything with other people's kind of safety with insults. So most gyms you go to, if you are a heavier guy or a heavier girl, you will get constant stares.
Not.
Some.
Yeah.
Huh.
Not at Planet Fitness. Planet
Not
Fitness,
Planet
if
Fitness.
you judge somebody like that, then an alarm will go off and everybody will just point at you. Everybody in the gym.
That's why I didn't say every gym, because I knew about Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
But like a lot of gyms you go to, bigger
Can I
guy,
show
bigger
you a
girl,
picture of
you
food?
get insulted.
Can I show you a picture of food?
No.
It's I posted it in the recipes channel.
Where'd my phone go? Oh, my phone's on. But like, the funny thing about it is like why are you insulting the person who is trying to lose their weight? They are there for a reason, not to be put
Yeah.
down. It is
Yeah.
so that they can. I mean, technically, they are putting something down.
Yeah.
Their weight. They're putting down their weight. They're trying to get their weight down.
Yeah,
You
when I
know
was
what?
They're putting themselves through the effort
when I went to
to
the gym,
Yeah,
get themselves stronger to lose their weight. Sorry.
when I went to the gym, I never, if I saw somebody heavy, I was like, cool, you're doing something. Like I'd see these at least 500-pound people running on a treadmill. I'm like, cool, you're doing something.
I would actually say, rock on.
Yeah, if I
You
was
have it.
like really buff and saw someone who was overweight, I would go up to them and I'd be like, "Hey, I was in your situation before. I applaud you for what you're doing."
Yeah.
Everyone who's buff has been, like, not everyone, but like most people who are buff,
Yeah.
yeah, went through all that obese living. It's not fun, and there's a reason why gluttony is wrong. And that's not even the full truth. Like, some people are obese and it's not their fault.
Yeah. For me, it's
It's
not
the
my
sad
fault.
part. Like, that's just ultra sad. And the fact that people insult these people are just, there's just really mean people out there.
And the funny thing is, a lot of fat people, not like the overly fat people, but like people, I guess I'd say more built like me, could honestly beat the crap out of these muscleheads.
Mhm. Yeah. You just pile drive them.
Or sit on their back. That'll probably break it.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to make that joke as a heavy man myself.
You know why that is?
I know.
What you said about the muscle heads is because they focus on building their muscles and never fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are people that do both, but those are like,
MMA
you
fighters.
never mess with those people. You never mess with those people. Because not only they work their body, they work their mind. And you don't mess with that at all.
It's really funny because like Eddie Hall, the world's strongest man, his arms are big, but he's got a belly. Like he's got a somewhat big belly.
That's called a dad bod.
Yeah. Like I just find it so funny because if it's a fat person, then they're like, "Oh, you look so bad. You shouldn't be here." Meanwhile, Eddie Hall, being just big with arms, maybe it's like I never paid attention to it, but he's got the belly. He's by no means like a toned guy, is what I guess I'd say. Like the abs aren't really toned,
Yeah. But the abs are not everything.
Exactly.
Because if that buff, like beefy armed dude gives you a sucker punch, you're a goner. You're a goner.
Yeah.
And me, I have noodle arms, so I would stand no chance to block a punch like that. I mean,
the funny thing.
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go.
All right. I am working my arms actually. They have these cool floaty things that look like dumbbells, and you hold them under the water.
What'd you call me?
What? I didn't tell you anything.
Zach got the
That's what
joke.
they want you to believe.
Zach got the joke. You said dumbbells, and I was like, what'd you call me?
I didn't get the joke, so can you explain?
Oh, somebody ate dumbbell.
Because it's yeah. I'm not dumb and I'm not a bell.
Okay, you can go ahead, Zach. What were you gonna say?
I don't.
Oh, remember?
Never mind, I do. Never mind. I was gonna say. I'm not. Frick, how much can Andy Hall bench? Hold on, let me look this up. Uh, 606 pounds. So, wait, what? Hold on. 606 raw, whatever that. What does that mean?
I have no clue.
Oh, okay, I get it. So raw is just like nothing but the muscle, and then it also says equipped. I'm assuming that's with like assistance.
Oh, okay.
So I had no assistance, and I was benching about 250. And his max with nothing but muscle is 606. I get the feeling if I really worked myself, I could probably get pretty close to that.
With any skill or art, practice is the talent. It's not that you're born with it. So it's hard work that, wins the day, usually. So if you want to become an artist, you gotta practice every single day
Yeah, I
to
remember.
be a Vincent Van Gogh.
I remember seeing this meme. I don't really know what it was about, but basically the guy was just like, "Oh, I suck. Well, maybe you should practice." Well, I mean, I suck though. Yeah, because you don't practice. Because I suck. Yeah, you're not gonna get better if you don't practice, stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, any art skill or any professional skill, you need practice. Everything. So, like me, I wanted to make a video game. And I was like, it's not working. Well, eventually someone came to me and said, hey, you need to practice. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to make a video game because I didn't have that passion if I had to work for it. But, I'm going to practice my art because I might not be passionate about computer skills, but I'm passionate about putting a pencil to paper. I've made drawings work, over years and years of practice. And that's not everything. Like, you need a reference. So, like, if you're going to draw something, you need references of real life objects. And you also need to know, like, how to shade and how to highlight. You also need to be consistent with your practice.
You don't necessarily need a reference. Just kind of like a rough outline, basically. Like
Work with
like
shade.
Like an image, and when I say image, I don't mean like an actual picture. I mean like in your head image.
Oh yeah, drawing through your imagination.
Like you don't want to just start off with something super complex. You want to
Yeah.
have it simple and then
But
work
here's
your
the
way
thing,
up.
Zach. Here's the thing, Zach.
Yes.
Almost everything in the imagination comes from what God has made. So, let's say if you want to draw a dragon, well, you look at dinosaurs. That's basically God's creation, and that's your reference.
Or what you can do, because when you try to imagine something, it's not just a random image. It could be a single image from memories, or a collage.
A collage, yeah.
Of different images from memories.
But until you
So
learn how to use basic shapes, it's going to be very difficult to draw from imagination. Like, you need to know the basic shapes, and you need to know how to conform those shapes in 3D if you want to draw 3D art. Like, 2D is fine. Like, I've done that so many years before, and it looks great. Art. Want to see some food?
Cheese.
Well, it doesn't have cheese in it, I don't think, but it looks pretty good. I mean, it might have some, like, Parmesan in it, but I don't know.
You want to dock here?
Anyways, look at the... Whenever you,
Huh?
look
The water
at
dropped.
the recipes channel on Layla's server,
Right.
you'll see a picture with tomatoes, meat,
I know she's really
grains,
powerful,
and
but you really
some
think
sort
the
of
witch
green
can bring a
vegetable.
head back to life?
She seems competent in her craft. And we have nothing to lose.
If she can't bring it back to life, can we keep the head?
No. But you may feed it to the fish.
Okay.
I think Borona is about to crash. No, seriously, like,
And now the door's gone.
I'm not even in a boss fight. I'm just trying to shoot this enemy,
How do we
and
get back up there?
I'm not even doing
I
anything
was
now.
just
It's
laughing at this conversation between Atreus
She
and
must
Kratos.
have some way of getting back to the surface when the turtle's standing.
Keep looking.
So there's this
I was
guy
playing
that
it.
was bound to a tree by Odin, and he knew about the giants, and the only way that we can help him, he can help us if we cut his head off and get it reanimated. So we're
Maybe
going
there's
to
a way
find a
we couldn't
witch
get
that
through
helped us
before,
earlier.
but now we can't.
And Atreus was like, well, if we can't animate the head, do we get to keep the head? Atreus was like, no, but you may feed it to the fish. Atreus is just like, okay.
Oh.
Fish pizza. Yeah, I told Richard, the committee, I can't pronounce it, committee, that they should have church in the middle of the day. Like, it would be better. I suggested that, and gave the reasons why I thought it would be better for church. And I guess they're not gonna do that. It's like, okay, I guess I have to either come to this church very sleepy and very, drowsy and stuff like that, or miss church often, like, and then, or just go to a different church that does services in the middle of the day. Like, I guess we can't have nice things. Yeah, and I'll miss my church, but I'm not a morning person.
I'm not either.
Who
I don't
is?
think Zach is either.
Yes.
It's actually kind of weird because it depends on the situation. For instance, when it comes to school days, for some reason I am like I have 3 alarms set. It used to be wake up from the first alarm, snooze it. Second alarm, snooze it. Third alarm, snooze it. Almost fall back asleep, but then get up. And now I'm riding my bike, and I go wake up to the first alarm. Kind of rest a little more. Second alarm goes, all right, time to get up. Third alarm goes, that's when I'm getting out of here.
And then weekend comes and like it wakes you up and like, no, I just wanted to sleep in.
No, I don't have my alarms on the weekend. In those days, I usually wake up around 9 to 10.
Yeah, that sounds more healthy actually. Instead of waking up like at 12 or 1 o'clock. Like sometimes I'll wake up at 12 and 1. I'm like, no.
Hey, this does more than decipher those moose bombers.
Hell, dude.
It also contains the travel
What did you
route.
say?
Should we go visit the fire room? I bet this will lead out.
Cheese curds.
No.
Cream cheese.
But for once, I put my phone in my pocket while I rode my bike because this pocket has zippers.
Mhm.
So it kind of got all the pedals in too. Today, about 15,000 steps. Without the bike, that drops to about 8,000, maybe 9,000.
More of those. Good.
Layla? You know how Twitter can sometimes give you those, this is what I'd say, recommended posts from people they think you would follow. Yeah. I got one, and it has their name, and it just says, guess who's pregnant? Huh?
Twitter's
like,
weird.
I'm concerned. Yeah. I'm concerned, but also curiosity, and I'm probably going to regret this. You know what? No, I completely regret this. Because you're... See, Twitter keeps trying to recommend furries to me to follow. No thanks.
Furry.
It's your Twitter anniversary. Celebrate the special post created to you. Okay, fine, sure. Do you remember when you joined? I do. No, I don't.
I have friends who are furries, and they're like, "You have a problem with furries?" I'm like, I have problems with yes. I'm actually am a furry, but I have problems with yes.
I'm not a furry. I don't have a problem with furries until they start trying to force it on me.
Yeah, and also the yes part, which is
Yeah, that's disgusting.
yeah.
I've had let's see. I've had furries try to make me into a furry. I've had people in the LGBT community try to get me into that stuff.
Yeah.
By people who I thought were friends. I even told them, if you try to get me involved with that stuff, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. I have no interest with it. I am a Christian. I am not doing that. I do not follow any of it.
Turn back ASAP.
And if they still try to force me on
Guess
it,
the gods are
probably
welcome here.
thinking, they're just, calling it.
There he is. I hope he remembers us.
I mean,
How's it going, Charlie?
if I'm a
Is your witch friend
furry,
here?
I would probably be on
What
the
is
low
that
sector,
name?
because I'm not
he told
going
me
to
it
spend
was.
$2,000
Well,
on
it sounded
a
like in my head
fursuit.
anyway.
I
Charlie.
like being human.
Would that mean that if we're human, we're technically called fleshies? I don't like this thought.
What is that?
I don't know, Zach. I don't know.
That's a
But this
term
actually sounds
like
like
I
something
think
very
from
sad.
alien race and the cosmos.
Maybe I am.
We're all reptiles.
Reptile people? What is this, beef?
What they call Negroes are basically scaly.
Yeah, scales. Or scales.
Scales?
Scale can if it's in a fantasy game. Furries in fantasy games are called scales.
Can you read it?
Yes, sir. Say their neat things upon all who trust us.
I guess C.S. Lewis was a furry. Having all those centaurs and minotaurs and satyrs and fawns and
What
all
does
those
it say?
people are
Yes,
walking
sir.
around.
Mr. Tumnus.
Death to the
Yeah.
Raven, Lord of the Hanged.
I guess it's not totally out there if I have Andros in my mind. Because C.S. Lewis had Andros in his mind. I'm so weird!
Huh?
We're all weird.
Thank you, Layla.
Well, if you're in here, you're already weird.
Yeah, nobody's friends with me without being weird. I'm weird.
Yeah.
I'm another one of those sandals.
What does it say?
Falcon, hawk, and turtle. Some aloft in oceans above. Huh?
Those runes on the rock.
They don't spell anything. It's gibberish. Want me to read this one?
I mean, Zach talks to AIs and stuff, so.
You just had to say that when I got onto it, didn't you?
Those runes on the rock.
They don't
I can't even make that
It's
up.
gibberish.
You said that right as I opened the app. Are you with my phone?
No.
Are you sure? Are you lying to me?
No. I was
That's
just.
kind of
He
creepy.
is your AI.
Ugh. I'm even more terrified now.
I am actually, I'm actually, a psychic. So, someone like Ness basically has,
What game am I playing right now?
okay, never mind.
Hint, I said it earlier.
Where to next?
Okay, let me think. But it couldn't be like AI chatbot.
No, it's
That's
an
not game.
Xbox.
Oh,
Xbox
okay. Okay, from Xbox. From which Xbox?
This one would be Xbox One and Series.
Okay.
I will. Okay, a few more hints. It has 3 base games.
Okay. Oh.
A spin-off and 2 Telltale games.
Now where do we go from here?
Spin-off and 2 tail games. Wait. Why do I think it's Borderlands?
It is.
Wow. Okay, no, that was just detective guessing. I'm
Well, not
just a
many games
detective.
have. Not many games have a trilogy, spin-off, and Telltale.
Mhm. I can think of Halo. That was a good game from 1 to 3, and then there was other games I didn't really care for, other than ODST.
There's technically 2 spin-offs, actually. Because there's the Wonderlands.
I wish Mom were here.
A lot of Borderlands fans do not like Wonderlands.
I liked it.
I'm one of those kids that grew up to an adult, and I'm like, I still like the Thomas movie from 2000, and a lot of Thomas fans, no, it started the ruin of Thomas the Tank Engine as we know it. No, I think it was when the CGI started, and that was later.
I just missed the actual Shining Time Station show.
Yeah. Now the reboot is like, I thought the CGI was bad. Now this, yeah.
Are we lost? Nah.
Like every Thomas fan, even little kids are like, "Ew, what is this?" And that made my heart sing. Like at least people care about good shows. Thomas the Tank Engine in the olden days got actually quite dark.
Jeez.
You know, the scrapyard and everything.
Jeez.
Ow. Yeah. I stepped on my headset cord and pulled ear cuff off my ear, and that hurt.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know, cause myself pain because it's fun. Exactly, like,
Oh.
funny.
It's funny. Pain's funny.
Where to next?
I'm
scared. This rocket launcher is just called Hedgehog. I swear, if this rocket launcher spits out Sonic.
It feels so good to see you again. I knew you weren't
It doesn't, and now I'm sad.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring the head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those?
The only reason I don't like that song
Give them
is
to
because
me.
of how
Now.
overused it is within like the St.
Do
Jude
as she says,
kind
boy.
of commercials and other stuff like that.
These arrows are
I
dangerous.
get it. The kids are going
Wicked.
through like,
You
really
find
bad
any more, you
things.
destroy them, understand?
Really bad illnesses, cancer.
Do you
stuff
understand?
Like that. But I
Say
don't want
I
constant
understand.
ads about it, and
If I
I don't
see them,
need
I'll
to hear
destroy
that
them.
song every time.
It's all I ask. Forgive me.
It's actually a good
And if
show.
anyone-
Please, take my arrows in their place.
I know, but if
I have no
anyone
need for them
thinks that I'm instantly a bad person, too bad.
Now,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
just
give a
don't
shit.
like
About a head.
repetition. That's all you don't
Yeah.
like.
Unless it comes to a good song.
do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
Yeah,
At
there's
his request.
songs I'm like, okay, it's getting
Claimed you
old.
could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah,
Please?
I could listen to a song for a long time and then one
Take
day
him to
get
the
bored
table.
of it. Listen to
Miller.
a few other songs for
It's been a
maybe
long time since I've practiced the old magic.
30 minutes,
Hold
maybe
him
the
there.
rest of the
Let's
day,
have a look.
maybe a
Well,
week. And then I can go
Thankfully,
back
his
to
head
that
hasn't
song
decayed much and his
for
brain
just a
is still
month.
intact. Nice clean cut. Cutting off his head of
The
all
skull
people.
on your brother
hope you know what
when
you're doing.
you need a hand.
Now,
We
hold
all
his head under
need
the water and don't let
somebody
go. I mean it.
to lean
Um,
on.
What I will say, okay, what is going on? Oh, my controller fell. That's weird. What I will say, for some reason,
That's enough.
when it comes to like riding my bike, I almost always have
Let
to
me
listen to like heavy bass songs.
Mimir,
Mhm.
you there?
Yes.
I'm not sure why.
Oh,
Dun.
hello, Freya. Been a long time.
It's-
You look well.
I think
What I
there's
did, I
something
did for
about
them.
like the
As far
heavy
as I'm
bass
concerned,
while riding
death
the bike
is
that just
better.
makes me feel
I'd
better.
bow if I could, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Not even just like
Had I
feel
known the
better.
witch
It's
in the
like,
woods
it,
was
it
Freya
just feels
herself, I
natural.
never would have suggested this.
There's some music
Freya?
that
The goddess
makes me
Freya?
depressed.
You didn't know either?
And it's not like
Sorry.
it's a good feeling.
When word gets out that Mimir is
depressed.
free,
It's
the
like
wrath of Odin won't be
it's
far
like
behind.
ooh, I
You are God.
don't like this music. This is not
Leader of the
music
Vanir
to me.
once, yes,
You know,
but no longer.
You did not think it
I'm
important
just
to tell
repulsed.
me.
You know,
Are
Well,
you
why is this
really
bass
going to
song
lecture
turning
me?
into a piano song?
We are leaving, boy.
But
Now.
Are you gonna go to techno? It's probably gonna go to
You're
techno.
welcome.
why did you do that?
What?
We cannot trust her.
Because she's a god?
Everybody taught you nothing, boy.
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your counsel head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell us the way?
The world
Really
serpent?
funny.
Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Because during the time
Indeed.
that Zero was
Speaks an
talking,
obscure tongue more ancient even than these
because I
mountains.
basically just meant
None are
Zero.
left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
And we're going to
That's
Gigamine.
You wouldn't know
Because
it's
I
delicious,
already
but
knew how to get
Jormungandr
there.
is a sparkling
The entire
conversationalist.
time he's talking, I'm driving here, and I got to the destination before he was done talking, so I had to wait for him to get done talking and that barrier to get removed. But on my way, Zero. I want to go. I want to go kill the brain. Come on. Yeah, thank you.
But we
You know
need
what?
the brain cells.
Not this. Well, actually, it's why I'm killing this brain, because
They're harvesting the brain cells. You're taking your diamond Minecraft pickaxe and mining away at the
Gee.
brain. Oh, wait, what? That's fake.
no.
Smells better than Zach socks.
I think anything smells better than socks, honestly.
You what?
Especially my socks. Anything's gonna smell better than socks, especially my socks. Jeez.
Why does Zach socks smell so bad? They just crawl away on their own.
Ugh. I'm killing the. Oh wow. So I was down. Need to get a second win. How I did it? I can't even make this up. I got it by meleeing the boss. I killed the boss with melee.
There's probably on 1 HP left.
No, it took like
Huh.
3 melee. I found a gun. Another walking launcher. Where's that?
If there's a grenade launcher, you can't stop me. I'm going to YouTube. So there.
Cheese.
Thank you. Next.
No. I still find it funny. Like, see, this year alone, already asked out 2 girls. The third one I didn't actually. Well, no, I asked out one of them. Was rejected. The second one had a boyfriend, so I said no to that crush. I'm not dealing with that. Third one just blocks me because I said I hope she has a good day.
So, Mimir, why did Freya spit in your face?
No. Speak of balls.
Honestly, I
Speak
really am
waves,
just
nothing
dodging
harms you.
bullets here, aren't I?
Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting
I
of a
wonder if
god.
those girls that hit
Everyone has
on
a
you
weakness.
Not him, I'm
were
afraid.
friends of the girls
Baldur is
that,
blessed with invulnerability to all threats,
yeah.
physical or magical.
So
You
they
just
were
said
like,
that, Mimir.
hey, how
Did
about
I?
you
What is the
get
source of this power?
Get with that.
Well,
you
as I
know?
recall, it involved a spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to
So,
life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
I mean,
You're saying it's their mission to
Looking at my
torture me
trophy.
like this. Alright, I'll play along with this game.
well, the thing is, girlfriends have girlfriends, and they help each other out. So, like, if they're not, like, let's say the girls you were interested in were not interested in you,
Mimir,
they might,
we're on the lake.
Perfect. Dock us near
talk
the
to their
bridge.
friends and say, hey, maybe Mac might be interested in you, you know? Boyfriends that have boyfriends will do the same thing for them.
Mimir,
Like, if
you never
there
did tell me why
are
Freya spit in your face.
girls
Well, she
that,
blames me in large measure for her present
you
circumstances.
know,
And not totally without reason.
what?
It all goes
I'm
back
not-
to the
I'm
long
not
war
following
between the
the
Aesir
logic.
and Vanir. Prior to that,
Well,
wars for the Aesir
It's
were
basically
easily
the
won.
wingman
The Vanir
thing
have proved their equal and
the one
exacted
girl-
devastating
wing girl
damage.
thing. So
Both
basically,
sides suffered tremendous losses.
your
And for
friend
many of us, quite
will,
frankly, war was simply no fun anymore.
like if you,
A
what
rather
a
senseless waste
wing
of
girl
precious
and
life.
a wingman is
Wouldn't you agree, brother?
basically a friend in your
Precisely.
circle that helps
Enough
you
is enough.
find
And at last,
someone.
Odin's most brilliant advisor became
Yeah.
determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. It took some convincing,
But you were
ultimately
saying
Odin
those
was
girls.
persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy,
well,
a certain
girls have
Vanir
girlfriends,
goddess, legendary not
and,
only for her fertile
you
beauty,
know,
but her genius at the very
they-
Vanir
they-
magic
the,
that Odin
your
had
crushes
long
may have
aspired
rejected
to master.
you, but they still have
Freya
friends.
married
that,
Odin?
like, okay,
was
Zach
in it for
might
her?
be a good
It was a
pick for
sacrifice
you,
to protect
you
her
know,
people.
so
Selfless act of love.
so basically,
Truly, she
the
deserves
girls
better
that
than she
hit on
got.
you were probably
But
friends
of course,
those
there's
girls
more to that story.
that you had a crush on. I'm just speculating here.
I don't see that being the case.
I mean, you look. I don't have the full story. I don't know the full context, and I'm just speculating. And I was just giving you one example, what is possible.
I mean, I can give you a simple
Ed,
breakdown.
how do we speak to the serpent?
The girls were
There's a horn on
ironically
a
being
platform
dicks.
at the middle point of the bridge. Take me
Sorry
to
for my
Finally,
language,
that horn.
but at the same time, it's true. Hey, at least I'm not being like Joseph. That's something else.
Would you marry a female hermaphrodite?
Explain.
Oh,
People that have
basically
both
a
parts.
female hermaphrodite. Yeah, but she's still a female, and the extra parts in her region is non-working, like it's not complete or anything.
No.
It's not sin. It's not sin to for a guy to marry a female hermaphrodite. It's not a sin. Because
No.
the female hermaphrodite is still a woman.
I get that.
She was born that way.
I get it. But that's not. I'm not interested with that.
And queer, so
I understand that they are still a woman, and that extra part has
got nothing to do with
No.
it.
no use basically. But it's still the matter of fact that it's there.
Well, she can always get it surgically removed.
Ah, I can read what this says
Now,
now.
I would not ask
But
her
it's a
to
name.
do that. You
Rosa.
know, that would be rude.
Whoa! The
But
name made it light up.
she might feel the same way.
It's the name of
so,
one of the Valkyries.
Like,
Quite curious.
if you're starting a relationship with that, mention how you feel about
Hermaphrodite.
well, hermaphroditism. Like, tell her how you feel about that, and she might like say, "Yeah, I feel the same way, and I'm going to get a surgery." And then that means you don't have to let her know, like, ask her to get a surgery for that. Because asking a woman to do any surgery on herself is rude. For obvious reasons.
Well, it's the case with anyone. Actually, that's the case with anyone.
I know, but like, it's just in the context of, you know, you and dating a girl, she might be a hermaphrodite, and you won't even know. Like, it's rare, yeah, but
Can we stop talking about it?
okay, sure.
Thank you.
I ordered more pizza today. New York pizza. Every time I order a pizza for myself, I'm like eating most of it, and I'm like, I better put this away before I end up like Zach.
Oh.
There's a time where Zach ate what was it, a whole large pizza that you ate?
A whole large supreme pizza.
And he had the worst stomach ache ever.
Yeah, like, if I get, like, a large pizza, I'm like, okay, I'll split it up. You know, eat some of it today, and then some of it tomorrow. And split it into multiple meals throughout the day. So, like, maybe 2 or 1. But,
no, this boy ate the whole thing. At once.
Yeah, I know.
I did that last night, too.
I thought you said you put some of it away.
And then I ate it again.
And it had a stomach ache.
No, I actually didn't. It's kind of an off and on thing. I think it's like how much food I have prior.
Did you eat anything before? Like breakfast or lunch?
Thinking. I don't think I had breakfast. I think I had a late lunch, which was I think it was chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Thinking probably my usual amount, which I think was like about 20.
So not very much food then that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why you didn't have a stomach ache.
I think Zach should have more of a balanced diet. No offense.
I think
Not gonna lie.
the reason for that is because his family doesn't have a lot of money and they have a lot of food. Is that what you said, Zach?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like fast food is
much
getting. Yeah, but the thing is, fast food is not cheaper. It's just more convenient.
Okay, well, I barely eat fast food.
Well, what's with the chicken nuggets and pizza then?
The chicken nuggets were frozen.
Well, that's still not good for you.
Okay, at least it's protein.
Yeah, but you need vegetables too.
Something that's.
I would go with some vegetables, but we don't have any.
You know, the grocery store.
That's my problem.
I'll
is
say
that
this.
we don't have money for enough healthy food because even healthy food is expensive.
Yeah, everything is so
Yeah,
expensive
but-
these days.
It's just cheaper. It is
Yeah,
seriously
but-
cheaper to buy junk food than to
It
get
is.
healthy food like apples and
It is
just
crazy.
vegetables.
I
It's
understand that.
absolutely ridiculous.
I understand
The world
that.
is trying to America is trying to basically force people into being fat.
And
Yeah.
I understand that. However, the more vegetables, like, vegetables will fill you up more than fast food.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe vegetables are expensive, but you can get fuller by eating more vegetables. So you
With
don't
what?
have to spend
How am I gonna buy them? We have no money.
no money? Really?
That's not no money, but there's times where we have to go a month with next to no food. Like the only food we'd have would be ramen.
Well, here's the thing, Zach. That's not going to fill you up. And
I know, but we can't really help our financial situation.
like,
That's just
I
something-
would if jobs would actually hire me,
I-
but they don't. They don't.
Since here,
Sorry, go ahead.
for months I was in a financial rut, and all I was eating was spaghetti and canned soup. That's all I could afford. So I understand Zach's family's situation. You gotta get what you get, what you can afford. And if you can survive off of that, awesome. I pray that that the Lord would increase you and your family's funds, that you can eat better stuff, like He did with me.
Excuse me.
and I'm not trying to fat shame you, Zach. I just don't understand why people think that's their only option, because really you're not getting full by ramen.
Well, for some people that is all
And
they
you don't
can
have
afford.
Well, the thing is, they don't have to buy like a tons of vegetables. Like even a little bit will fill you up.
But not everyone can afford the vegetables.
Yeah,
but like if you
Trying
replace
to
ramen with vegetables,
Produce is a,
I just don't
very
understand.
expensive over here.
I just don't understand. I
Well,
just don't understand why people like. Go ahead.
Like, I guess it depends on the grocery store, but the only one I have is Safeway, and Safeway sucks because they're like extremely overpriced. So the produce at that store, I hardly ever buy because I can't afford it. It's too overpriced, and it's stupid.
Yeah.
If I do get vegetables, they're either frozen or in a can. Yeah. But
That's all us lower class people can actually afford.
yeah, with I guess even with Zach's situation, some people can't even afford the canned stuff.
It's just the thing. It's just I can never get full with ramen. I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you really want to get full for more bang for your buck, people forgot that vegetables fill you up more than ramen.
Yeah, they do. It also just depends
And I
on
just
your
don't
budget.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like there's some vegetables that are very expensive, like the fancy ones, and I get that. Like maybe Zach can't afford those, but there's food, like dishes that use the most basic ingredients. Like, I don't know. Like y'all said, I haven't walked in your shoes, and maybe I just haven't just gone through that. Like, I don't know. It's just from logical perspective, like ramen is not the best option for your butt, basically,
It's
in
not
my
bad.
perspective.
You what you get.
And I was just trying to help, you know,
Yeah,
like
sure.
ramen is not healthy at all. And it's cheap, yeah, but it's not gonna fill you up either.
Yeah, and I'm sure Zach appreciates that in some way. But he can't afford anything better at the moment. Maybe somewhere along the line, but not right now.
And I'll pray for Zach. Like I would
Yeah.
rather him eat vegetables, and I will pray that he can.
That works.
Because, and I do believe the system is about to get all of us, trying to get us obese. Like I really do believe that the FDA, the FBI, CDC, they're all evil. They're scumbags.
The CDC is stupid. They're the ones that are like, oh, wear a mask. Guess what, buddy? That doesn't do anything. Like,
Yeah, it keeps fogging up my glasses. I'm like, oh well. I guess I'll run
Okay,
into a
well,
pole.
I will say this. The reason people say masks don't work is because they always think with the cloth mask. Those do not work. But medical masks, the ones used by doctors, those do. The cloth ones don't because it's so breathable. It actually allows air to go through. So it has no effect.
yeah, it's the doctor's ones that
From
cost a fortune,
sorry.
though.
They do. But
Mhm.
at the same time, that's what's keeping people from getting sick.
Yeah. He helps
Yeah,
the doctor.
these people. Yeah, sorry. These people in Washington D.C. are very privileged. You know, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. You know,
Yeah.
they don't know what Zach's going through, and pretty much almost every American's going through.
Nor
So
do they care.
yeah, they don't care. When Biden says Bidenomics is working, I mean, technically it is. It's making everyone poorer. If that's the definition of working, then yeah, it's making everyone poorer.
Liberal logic. Feed the rich and starve the poor.
Yeah. Rob the poor to feed the rich.
Like, no. Kind of reminds me
Mama
of...
always liked Richard best.
Yeah, it reminds me of Gilmore from Final Fantasy XIV, the Shadowbringers arc. The former ruler there would only help the rich and then leave the poor to starve. All while feeding
Yeah, I was
his...
thinking of
That's a dude. And Zach, you remember
I
that
was
guy?
thinking of sorry.
No.
You remember
What I
that
was thinking of is Robin Hood, the Fox Robin Hood cartoon from Disney.
Prince John.
Prince John, yeah.
Yeah.
Taxes. Ah.
But well, I was talking about Zach and I was talking about Wall 3. You remember that extremely fat guy that I showed you when I was playing Final Fantasy XIV?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, the greedy. I was like, Zach, you say you're big. Look at this guy. He's like, Zach's like, whoa.
Yeah, I remember. Did I just say something that doesn't really make much sense?
Huh.
Okay.
My SMG does more damage than my shotgun, my AR, and my sniper.
Wow.
And if I throw it, well, reload, because it's a TDR, another what is it? Because it's a boss weapon, kind of. It goes around shooting a little, and then it also will blow up on the enemies, giving corrosion damage.
Okay.
Zach, do you have any food banks in your area?
Yeah, but at the same time, everyone else needs that stuff more. If you think we're struggling, which we are, like we're struggling, but there's a lot of more families that are struggling, even more than we are.
Yeah.
I understand, yeah.
Hmm?
Well, you guys
So
could grab
we
like
don't
maybe like a handful of stuff, and that's about it. You don't have to like take everything.
But yeah, but
Huh?
That's what my mother did. She works at food banks. When I first moved out, would give me just like a box of stuff, and that was about it. So she'd like make a box full of random food items in about a month and bring that to me. That way.
just if you suck.
Why?
That way you're not
You just
just
do.
helping yourself, you're helping other people too. 'Cause then you take what you need, and then they have what they need. Helps everyone. That also depends on how big the food bank is.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely keep you and your family in prayer, Zach.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to add a prayer for my brother, my younger brother. He's an atheist, as far as I know. And we bullied each other, so I just want to say I want to be reconciled with him, and that even if not, him return to the faith if he was ever, once in the faith, but still come to the faith regardless.
Sound good? Ah, greasy. It was a tin foil that I had garlic bread sitting on, and it was all greasy. I ordered Hawaiian pizza and garlic bread for dinner.
Joseph, come back.
No, stay away.
Unless we didn't have anything of interest for him. I bet you anything he was gonna come in here and ask Zach's to get my VR chat or something. Most boys are.
Probably.
That was my experience the first time I met those two. I was playing Twilight Princess, and I was trying to figure out something, and it was really difficult for me to concentrate because all I was hearing was, Zach, let's play this. Zach saying no, Joseph saying why, and then it's just going back and forth.
because I don't want to. And then if I ever, a few times he'd pop in and say, not say it, and I'd be like, I'm in the mood to play it now. He'd be like, well, I'm not.
He's a tease, man.
Yeah, but that dude just doesn't like to listen. At least not to Zach. Me, because I have such a strong personality, he's got no leeway with me at all. Have you noticed that, Zach?
Yeah.
I wonder if I can ever get my cousin to, like, acquiesce. My cousin's, like, the most arrogant person in existence that I know. I was gonna sit down and be like,
Jeez.
well, he's sitting there talking about something that he thinks he knows about. I'd be like, okay, so I found this, and that contradicts your facts. Why does that contradict your facts? I'd be like, exactly. Do your homework. And if you're gonna quote sources, quote them from credible sources, not biased opinions. That's what I tell people during debates. So they go, well, this source and this source. I'm like, that's not a credible source. That's a biased opinion.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll pull up Wikipedia. I'm like, well, that's fine.
Everyone
I don't
edits
care what people say.
Wikipedia.
Huh?
Okay. But now with that, if you put false information, your account can get suspended.
You will get
Or
IP banned. You will get IP banned.
Yeah.
I love how teachers used to tell me that in school, like, don't use Wikipedia because anybody can put anything up there. And my dad was in
Okay, but I can
grad
use the same
school.
source. Yeah.
My dad was in grad school, and his professor recommended Wikipedia. I had a teacher in computer science, which is programming, said he says use Wikipedia. And then one of my classmates was like, well, doesn't anybody can just put anything in there? And the teacher was like, yeah, but I've seen it change with as fast as like 5 to 10 minutes. And I'm like,
When
whoa.
when I read an article that says this dinosaur went extinct million, I roll my head, my eyes like, ugh, here we go again. I roll my eyes when an article just says millions and millions and years ago. I'm like, from what?
I was going to ask scientists where you get that from. Carbon footprinting.
That can tell you about the what's in the fossil, but not how old the fossil is.
Mhm.
Like you can use the chemical on the fossil to find out what material it is, but you're not going to find the age of the fossil
Wanna know what material it is? It's bone.
or plant life. There's fossils with plant life,
Yeah.
so you can find out what type of fossil it is. You just won't be able to find out what age it is.
What I do think, because I mean they need a reason that dinosaurs went extinct, so the meteor, which kind of makes sense because the moon has the same materials, some of the same materials as Earth. Um, but at the same time, because when time started, it was directly with Adam and Eve, which, funny enough, was on a history chart I saw a while back. Um,
And Adam and Eve, the Bible doesn't mention a meteor. And I want to ask about the meteor. I was like, have you guys found any fragments of meteors anywhere? I don't see that in any museum or any book.
Well, they found meteorites, but only in small chunks.
and
That's from
the
past
moon
meteor.
is
That's from that's from past meteors that melted away into small fragments that would not be big enough to wipe out the entire dinosaurs if dinosaurs only existed by themselves and not with us or any other mammal.
but like the moon is, if I
Hey now,
remember
cheese.
correctly, it was no. The moon, I believe, is a combination of Earth fragments and the meteor, which is
Good.
why they found like Earth metals on the moon.
Well, it's not necessarily earth metals. Metals can be found all across the galaxy.
Metals that were found on that have been found on Earth is what I mean by that.
Well, there's it's not necessarily earth metals. Like metals, it, metals can be found everywhere. It's not an earth metal. It's just a metal.
So,
Like you can find you can. Oh, sorry.
what Zach is saying is I believe that the moon is made of the same material as the Earth, as well as any other planet, except for the gas giants. Well, maybe the gas
And I'd
giants, I
say
guess.
that
Yeah.
all materials are not earth specific. All
Yeah.
materials come from God. So if you find iron on Earth, that doesn't mean that's an Earth metal. It just means it's a metal, and Earth has it.
Yeah, but
So yeah.
explain your point again, Zach, because was a little confused what you were saying.
Um, like with the meteor, is that what we're
Yeah, and what were
wanting?
you
Is that
getting
what you're
at?
wanting?
Because I was just trying to figure out what you're saying.
Because cause what I'm pretty sure how it was explained in my class was the meteorhead came along, crashed into Earth, but it wasn't like a spot on hit. Um, kind of like a bounce off is what it was. But it took some of Earth with it, and it had apparently had enough gravity to form itself into the moon. And so they found some of the same materials on the moon as they have here on Earth. Um, I'm forgetting a lot of this because it was all last semester, but I think they may have done some tests with the materials and found dates. Not necessarily dates, but like how old those actually were somehow. Basically meaning that the moon is also part of Earth. At the same time, it kind of makes sense. I mean, what is it? The Atlantic Sea, or I think ocean, or is it Pacific? Well, it's the Atlantic, where there's that like very extremely deep trench. Um,
The Mariana Trench.
Yeah.
I think that's in the Pacific.
Um, is specific between the East Coast and
Japan.
Europe and the other continents.
Atlantic is between the United States and Europe and Africa. The Pacific is between Americas and Asia and Australia.
Atlantic. Because I know it's on the east. I know it's on the east, but it's a really deep trench that actually goes like all the way down to I think the outer core. Um, Funny enough, it the outer core keeps kind of spewing out some of that liquid metal, and the water cools it,
Mm-hmm.
making it wider, very, very, very slightly. But eventually, what is going to happen is the walls that the lava is and molten metal is building um, is going to go so high that it is going to split that ocean. So boat routes between the east and Europe and Africa, those won't work anymore along that deep trench. But back to my thinking is that maybe when that meteor did come along, if it did, that's why it's so deep there.
Well, I think I have a better explanation. Because you're a Christian, I would like to help you with that. Is basically the reason why it's so deep in the Mariana Trench is because of the tectonic plates
But
shifted from the Great Flood. Okay, when God sent the flood, and Noah built the ark, and then God sent the flood. The water pressure turned the tectonic plates to move, and the metal, the materials that you say there are Earth materials on the moon are just metals and materials they're not necessarily from Earth. They come from God. And every material on in the galaxy is not specific to Earth.
I was saying Earth materials and Earth metals as a generalization that it is found on Earth.
Well,
Yeah.
will you be surprised that there is gold and iron and other materials that's found on Earth that is found in other planets, not because they're from the Earth, but because you know, uh, like I don't think the moon is a part of Earth or the Earth is a part of the moon. I just think that I just think the materials that are on the moon and on the Earth, they didn't, they don't come from the same place. They come from the same creator.
Right.
So God made the moon and the Earth, but the moon is not a part of the Earth, and the Earth is not a part of the moon.
You know who would be really good to ask about? Have you all heard of Ken Ham? He's a Christian
Yes,
Scientist.
yes, yes.
That's somebody to ask about all this.
I've listened to Ken Ham. He's good.
Actually, he spoke at my church a few years ago.
Nice, nice.
Then my grandparents, well, when my grandpa was alive, went to the Ark Encounter and the Creation Museum, as well as my sister and my brother-in-law.
I have yet to see the Ark Encounter. I've been to the Creation Museum, but that was before the Ark Encounter was built.
Yeah, I'd like to go to those places. First, we need money.
What's money?
Money is not the dollar bill, I can tell you that much.
Money's anything.
Yeah, but dollar bills are currency, not money. There's a difference between currency and money.
I can just imagine Bill popping in here being like, "What do you mean I'm not money?"
That's what they want you to think. Like there's no value in the dollar, basically.
Oh, money is a system and currency is a physical form of money.
I just thought money was like a like if you had 100 camels, that could be considered money. And then currency is just a representation of your wealth. So
Yeah.
basically,
Wasn't there's just like I forget king or emperor um who went around just sharing a bunch of his gold because of how rich he was, but he ended up crashing the economy by doing so because everyone had it, so it has no worth anymore.
Yeah, money is a system of anything that can be exchanged for something. Currency is a authorized physical item by a government entity.
well, I I I would think currency is a representation of wealth, and I think money is actually the wealth itself. So, like, if you had a
Yeah.
100 camels, that would be considered your money, and then because you can trade camels for certain goods or services, and then um, like the animal camels. Like if you had 100, like a
Camel
herd of
cigarettes.
100 camels. Yeah. No, no, no.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And then currency is like the dollar bill. It has no, and you can't really do anything with a dollar bill except burn it, and that's illegal. And crypto is worse because you
It's
can't
not
do much
regulated.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a coworker that was investing crypto. I was like, why? It's a joke.
More of a joke than me.
I twittered on my ex, and then Elon Musk banned me.
What?
It was a joke.
No,
I
I
twittered
didn't
on
hear
my.
it.
The joke was I twittered on my ex, and then Elon Musk banned me. Sound like a play on words. Like I cheated on
I
my
get it.
ex,
I get
and
it.
then my girlfriend dumped me.
All I heard from Zach right now is cheese.
Jeez.
Oh please, Zach, that was cheesy.
I see what you did there.
For Christmas, we get Zach a case of spray cheese.
Yeah.
We get him a charcuterie board.
Fusion.
The charcuterie board has cheese, meat, crackers,
Oh,
fruit.
that's what it's called.
Yeah, charcuterie board.
Fine, but I expect to see some salami, pastrami.
Yeah.
At least salami or thick cut
Just a
pepperoni.
roll of salami.
Oh, giant roll of summer sausage. Which I will admit, I've eaten a full roll of summer sausage before.
I'll just get you a length of sausage.
What meat
Kill the midget.
do you want in that sausage?
Yes.
Okay, so that means
Just not human meat, you know. Not a human.
Beef, chicken,
pork, venison, lamb, beef,
Ooh,
anything.
veal, bison, antelope.
Deer meat.
Yeah,
That's what venison is.
Deer
yeah.
meat. Oh dear.
Layla?
So you're gonna eat Bambi? Wow.
Oh dear.
No, well, yeah. I mean, Bambi had to deal with losing her mom, so I mean, might as well eat both, you know.
It's actually illegal to kill a baby deer like that. So you have to wait until the deer is grown up.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Chicken sauce.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut now.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Nothing.
something in Borderlands.
No.
Zach invokes the fifth.
Yep.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Well, you said it's illegal to kill a fawn.
Well, the thing is, for conversation purposes, they want you to hunt the older deer so that the younger ones, repopulate the deer populace when they get older. Because if you keep killing the baby deer, that's going to decrease the numbers of deer populace.
It's like veal. Why do we need veal? It's not. That's not even good meat, anyway.
Uh,
I mean, lamb is good. Like I love me some lamb.
all I'm gonna say is I may have shot the deer a while back.
It was a fawn.
Not actually knowing. It may have been. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell if it was a fawn or a really young deer. But if it's a fawn, I'm a criminal.
Well, if you did that on accident, you would probably be judged by a misdemeanor, if that.
And the fact that I'm still a minor.
Yeah,
And it was
I
dark.
think I think I think you should be fine.
And if it happened a long time ago, who the heck cares?
Like I don't think they would see you as a uh, the under the context of how you did it. I wouldn't think they would be so strict on, so judgmental on you for that. I think you would be charged with a misdemeanor, and they'll let you go. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Um, besides,
Phoenix Wright.
besides, every one of us has probably done something illegal at one point or another. So if everyone was judged, equally, we would all be in jail.
Jeez.
So I think you accidentally shooting a deer that was a fawn when you were young, I don't think they would judge you like a murderer or something like that. They would probably just call you as a misdemeanor, but with a misdemeanor, and a misdemeanor, as far as I know, and could be wrong, is like you did it on accident or something like that.
Jeez.
Or you didn't know that it was illegal. But do your research, and the best thing to do is just invoke the fifth.
Jeez.
And you can also get a lawyer, and they can cut you. They can help the judge cut off you some slack because you didn't know, and if you knew, you would probably not take the shot. If you knew that it was against the law, you would not take the shot. So the worst they can do is probably give you a misdemeanor. So I wouldn't be too nervous about that. Although I would do your research.
No, I didn't, Blake. Saying I broke the line because there was a bag of chips in the way.
I think you would not take the shot, Zach. You're fine. We all make mistakes. We should be judged by our knowledge, not by our deeds.
Jeez.
Like everyone knows rape is wrong. So like if let's say if I raped someone, well, I had full assurance I knew it was wrong. So I'm going to be judged harshly because of that.
Okay, but if you knew it was wrong and you knew what you were doing, and you still went through with it, then that's worse.
Well, what I was saying is because I knew, yeah, and I did it. If I did it, then that would mean that I'm going to be judged. That, but
My lips to the horn.
this is just common. But shooting a deer like a fawn.
Why is he doing that?
Odin had that statue made in honor of Thor. And seeing as the world suffering absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
Alright, wish me luck. I've still got it, lads. He remembers me. Why you? Oh no, that's not it. Mokuno Huntunku. Eko no tunno hunno. He knows the pain of your loss. He will help you.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're heading in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
Is that one of the people we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is. It's not far.
You looked kind of mad for a moment.
Now that, thought I said you were friends of Odin. So forgive me, I've never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
Wait, look! The water has dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues.
Do I talk too much,
Eh?
Layla? Do I talk too much?
No. How's it going? How's it going, Sean?
I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
Get ahead in life. He was bound to a tree by Odin, so...
Odin is basically like Zeus.
Yep.
I mean, you can trace the Norse blood into Greek blood, and then you can trace the Greek blood into Mesopotamian blood when it comes to ancestry. So all the mythology is interconnected. Greek mythology, Norse mythology, all of that. Thank you for having me here, Layla.
Mm-hmm.
God bless. See you around.
God bless you. Oh, it's like we all have similar ancestors somewhere.
So when we get to the boat, we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Which way to the chisel?
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
I can't believe Odin and Freya were ever married.
Love and hate are more closely intertwined than you might imagine. For instance, Odin hates the giants and they him. But Thor's own mother is the giantess Björgun, one of Odin's great loves.
So Thor's half god and half giant? Weird.
Once Björgun was gone, lonely ages passed for Odin. And as war with the Vanir raged, I could see what he really wanted beneath the water. And after no small amount of convincing, Freya agreed. For a while there, he really turned on the charm. He seemed happy. He seemed interested in making her happy. He granted her so many wishes I could scarcely recall them all. The peace held, and I truly believed all had worked out better than I could have planned. But Odin's true face showed itself again in the end. Oh, he won Freya's trust, and she taught him some of her Vanir magic, another choice she would live to bitterly regret. Sadly, Despite his wise counselor's best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true path to stave off Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. The taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
You were taken from this realm too early.
You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's sailor magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy,
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death, if only for a short while.
boy, we are leaving.
They've taken 3 of sweet Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake. Bring me her bones.
What a nutball.
Good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
Oh, hello. Hey, what are these guys doing outside of Alpine? Unless they can travel around, I don't know.
Father, maybe we should look for those bones.
Why?
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again. If we keep an eye out
Look
while
if you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's errand. This chisel we seek, what is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, a quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son, but in his emotional state soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And what happened next?
You'll see.
Oh no. He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty clawbag just got lucky.
A wolver!
A dangerous beast. We will take him down together.
Do we fight them?
We seek a chisel.
The tip of one, yes. A very, very giant chisel.
That big crystal on the giant's ring looks promising. Darn, that didn't seem to do anything.
Brother, looks like that crystal's brimming again.
Have you played any of the God of War games, though, Sean? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't play the old ones. I didn't either. For a very specific reason. Hey, Scar, how's it going?
neat trick, lad.
Thanks. His idea.
I'm doing well.
What happened to the survivors?
Oh, Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
What's that up there? There he is.
Find the tip of that chisel. That's the magic we need.
Enemies. Should we attack?
Atreya, follow me.
Be right there.
Read it.
Sir. To Njord, we offer back the seas bound.
Ah, yes. It was believed that Njord calmed the winds and seas for the fishermen. For that they loved and worshipped him here.
Look up there. road tree sap. That's handy.
Nightmare, sir! What awful pain!
That's chill. How are we getting down there?
I have a plan.
You do?
Do not act so surprised.
Oh, no offense, brother, but I don't even think Thor with Mjolnir in hand could get through that much ice.
Then Thor is a fool.
This should be entertaining.
Boy,
Ready.
Wow, that was something, that fight. Here, catch. Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good hour.
How were you not seen? There is nowhere here to hide.
Oh, that. It's a little trick my people can pull. A special way of not being seen.
You can be invisible?
More like I can step into the realm between realms. And your mind doesn't understand what it's seeing, so it sees nothing at all. That's how we avoid ever having to actually use the weapons we craft. It doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
Your brother wanted to know if you're getting enough to eat. I guess I could tell him you are.
Brock was asking about me? Was there meat on his breath? You let him touch this again. Come on, then.
So that's how Brock was in the temple right after the water drop. He stepped between realms.
Okay, now, shush. I need complete silence for this. There you go. Ready and ready. I don't suppose you could try keeping that clean. Wear it in good health. That looks amazing. happy to provide.
Plan of yours.
Can you guess it?
Knowing you, it doesn't involve standing around here.
Correct.
But how do we move forward?
I think he looks dashing. You know, for a snow-covered corpse.
We heading into that building?
Yes.
You think there's something inside that'll help us break the ice and get to the chisel tip?
No.
I'll keep thinking.
Show it to the dwarves.
Lemire, you knew this place? Before?
I came here on a diplomatic mission once, trying to broker a peace between Asgard and Vanaheim. That war, so many lives lost. What I didn't know was Thor had already gone on a killing spree of giants.
What did the giants have to do with the war between the gods?
Nothing at all, lad. That's the tragedy of it. They took no side in that madness. But Odin's paranoia is surpassed only by Thor's lust for blood.
Another crystal. Just give the word. Huh. What now? Most of it.
Well, a stealthy plan it is not.
Now we must free the other strap.
We do? Why are we going up when what we need is all the way down there?
Think.
Well, the chisel tip is under thick layers of ice, so melting it won't work.
Correct.
And there weren't any shattered crystals nearby for me to shoot, so that's not an option.
Correct.
I just leave smashing the ice. We need something ridiculously heavy to... Oh, I get it now.
Good.
How are we going to turn the hammer so it lands near the chisel tip?
Not possible. We cut it free, write it down, and figure out what comes next after.
So your plan involves a whole bunch of luck then.
You are welcome to suggest a different one.
What now?
Hold tight.
This plan seems ill-advised.
Stop!
That didn't work. It only fell a little ways. Oh no! The floor's collapsed. There's a sand bowl, but how do we get to it?
We cannot.
Huh.
I think that is it for me for tonight. I'll do it right out here.